Hello there. How are you all on this beautiful fall day? I don't know where you are, but in New York today it was like 66 degrees. So it's kind of crazy that a week before Thanksgiving it feels like spring. But it was a gorgeous, gorgeous day, and it's a fabulous day to have a live stream. And I am just so happy to be on here and announce this just incredible milestone that I have created. So I know I've been all over social media lately. I mean, my God, it's like super crazy. I've been posting like a mad woman on platforms, and I've been becoming hashtag Queen of the Reels on Instagram. But you know, if you've been following me, you know that I have started this online academy, Singer Savvy Academy, and I launched my first really big course, Piano Savvy for Singers, a couple of weeks ago, and so that has been like taking all of my time most recently, and so certainly I've been promoting that a lot, and I've been super excited about the feedback about it. And if you are a follower of Singer Savvy Academy and you're interested in Piano Savvy for Singers, which is not open right now, I just want to give you a little hint that Black Friday through Cyber Monday, there's going to be a big special. Okay, yeah, I'm always selling something, but tonight is not about Singer Savvy Academy. Tonight is about this magnificent thing right here, my new CD. I am so excited. Look, I'm going to do my best Vanna White or what is it, The Price is Right thing. So here's the front cover, and here's the back cover, and here, look, you open it, and here's the inside cover. But wait, that's not all. You open it again, and then look, all of this goodness and fabulousness for this CD. I am over the frickin' moon that this CD is out. I've been thinking about this CD since actually 2019. At that time, actually, it wasn't a CD. I had been in 2019, I was planning my debut cabaret here in New York. And, you know, some famous cabaret singer, I think probably Sue Matsuki probably was the one that told me that the minute that you actually are planning one cabaret, you're immediately thinking about what the next cabaret is. And for sure, that's exactly what happened. I started thinking about, okay, what is the next cabaret going to be? And I came up with this concept that I was really excited about. And then my cabaret was over, and it was time to start thinking about, okay, let's figure out and put together the next cabaret. And then the world shut down and the pandemic happened, and I knew that most likely the cabaret clubs were going to be one of the last venues to actually come back whenever it was that we got over this pandemic, which we're still not over, but I mean, at least we're able to go to clubs and theaters and restaurants again, and that's a wonderful thing. So I was just so passionate and married to this idea that I had for this next cabaret that I decided, well, you know what? Let's make it into a CD. And so that is how it became a CD. And so last year we started planning it, and we ended up recording it in, I think it was May and June of 2021. And so we had started rehearsing it. Actually, I had been rehearsing it with my pianists online, but I actually started rehearsing with the other musicians in person and around, I think it was around April. And most of them told me that it was the first time that all of them had been out of the house and actually in rehearsal studios again and rehearsing live. And so it was a trepidatious experience, but it was also just such a cathartic experience for all of us to be in a room together and be making music together. And so we got into the studio in May and we finished it up in June. And over the summer, we've been working on the editing and the mixing, and it was mastered in the fall, and it just came out worldwide distribution anywhere you like to buy or stream music this past Monday. So I am just super jazzed about sharing this with the world. This is an incredible passion project for me, and I really just absolutely cannot wait for you to hear it. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about sort of what the inspiration, what the concept for the CD was, and I'm going to play you some of the tracks. I thought, well, you know, I could sing some tracks, I could sing some songs live for you today, but why sing live when I have like a full band on CD? So I'm going to just play you some fabulous, fabulous tracks from the album. So my concept, what I really wanted to do for this CD, which used to be a cabaret show, was that I wanted to find a way to bridge a gap between my former career as a classical singer and my new career as a cabaret singer. And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to find repertoire that could represent both of these sides of me and marry together seamlessly. And so what I created was a track list that actually represents exactly who I am as an artist, which I am just thrilled about. Because in this CD, oh, by the way, it's called Heart Songs, an American Medley. And the reason that it's called an American Medley is because it merges together two genres of music that are very near and dear to my heart. That is classical American art song and the Great American Songbook. So I chose art songs that would very happily sit at the same table as some of these jazz and musical theater standards. And the perfect example of how these two genres work together is actually the first medley that I'm going to play for you. Not the entire album is not all medleys. There are lots of single songs and just a handful of medleys. But the thing is that in this very first medley that I sing, it combines a song by the great art song composer, and he has also written operas and musicals, Ricky Ian Gordon. If you don't know anything about Ricky Ian Gordon, he has written many, many songs that have been performed and recorded by Audra McDonald, among lots of other famous people, but he has written some beautiful, beautiful songs. So I chose this one song called A Horse with Wings by Ricky Ian Gordon, and I combined it with a song by Alan Sherman and Albert Haig from their sort of never performed musical, a fig leaf, wait, fig, oh God, I have to look at the name. I'm forgetting the names of it. Yeah, the fig leaves are falling. Oh dear Lord, don't tell them. Okay, the fig leaves are falling, called All of My Laughter, which is just an absolutely fabulous song. If you've ever done a deep dive on YouTube and know this song and heard Dorothy Loudon sing it, it is absolutely amazing. So this is the first medley that I do on the album. A Horse with Wings by Ricky Ian Gordon and All of My Laughter from The Fig Leaves Are Falling. And it perfectly represents what it is that this album is sort of all about. So here it is.
I wanna cry, I wanna feel the world around me whirling by. I wanna cry for those that live and those that die. You sing a lullaby. I wanna cry. I wanna pray that all my wishes could come true after today. And should I put a word for you in, should I say an extra Kyrie? I wanna pray. I wanna lie. I wanna think that things are better than they are. I wanna think we've gotten further, and that far is just an inch away. I wanna lie. I wanna laugh. All of my laughter. I wanna cry. All of my tears. I wanna turn on my lights and see all of the sights and hear all of the music before it disappears. I wanna sing all of my love songs. I wanna drink all of my wine. I wanna ride on a skylark and fly a giraffe. This life is my lark and I won't take half. I wanna laugh all of my laughter before I go. A horse with wings. I wanna think of things like that and other things. I want two brothers, one who laughs and one who sings. I hope the future brings a horse with wings. I wanna chase all of my rainbows and spread my wings and take the sky. I wanna burst my cocoon, 'cause that time's coming soon when this dull caterpillar becomes a butterfly. I wanna light all of my fireworks and see my sparks and feel my glow. 'Cause there's just one life that's mine. What comes next, I don't know. I've got confetti I'm ready to throw. They only gave me one ticket to God's magic show. And I want to sit in the very first row. I wanna laugh.
So that is the second track on the album. And so that brings me to just telling you a little bit about sort of what the emotional journey of this album is all about. So what I am sort of telling, the story that I'm telling throughout the album from beginning to end in Heart Songs, is that of a woman who is reflecting upon her life, her loves, and herself. And so she starts with the innocence of childhood and the realization that as an adult she wants more out of life, which is what that medley was really all about. She experiences the joy of new love and the joy of sex. We'll get to that later. And also the loss of love, and her journey culminates in the acceptance that what she really needs is to love herself. And she does just that by the end of the album. So that's a little bit about the story of the album if you happen to listen to it from beginning to end. All of the art songs that I chose for this particular album are all by living composers. I love to champion the works of living composers. When I was a classical singer, that's what I loved to do. So the next song that I wanted to share with you is by a very well-renowned American composer. His name is William Bolcom, and this song is a song that he wrote in his collection of what are called cabaret songs. And so, as you can tell by the name of the collection, it would seem that most likely these songs are very accessible. And indeed they are, although they're a little quirky. And so, as this next song is. Now, this next song that I'm singing was originally written, as all the cabaret songs were written, for voice and piano only. But my wonderful cabaret musical director, Jonathan K. Parks, who you just heard on the last track playing piano, he actually built out the accompaniments of this song to include bass and drums. But basically what you hear, we perform it as written. It just has a little extra vibe to it. So as quirky as it is, it's definitely jazzy enough to sort of stand very well among the other songs on this album. So this is Amor by William Bolcom, lyrics by Arnold Weinstein. Okay.
It wasn't the policeman's fault in all the traffic roar. Instead of shouting halt when he saw me, he shouted Amor, 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 Amor. Even the ice cream man, free ice creams by the score. Instead of shouting butter pecan, one look at me, he shouted Amor, Amor, Amor. All over town it went that way. Everybody took off the day. Even philosophers understood how good was the good, 'cause I looked so good. The poor stopped taking less. The rich stopped needing more. Instead of shouting no and yes, both looking at me, shouted Amor. My stay in town was cut short. I was dragged to court. The judge said I disturbed the peace, and the jury gave him what for? judge raised his hand, and instead of desist and cease, Judgy came to the stand, took my hand, and whispered, Amor, 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 amor. Night was turning into day. I walked alone away. Never see that town again. But as I passed the church house door, instead of singing Amen, the choir was singing Amor, da-dee-da-dee-da, da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-da. Amor, 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 amor.
Quirky little song, right? But it's pretty fabulous. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I was thrilled, am thrilled, that I have included 3 songs on this album by a composer I met very recently, just a couple of years ago, Ellen Mandel. And I know that you're watching, Ellen. Hi! I'm so excited to share these songs with the world of yours. They're so incredibly beautiful. So I had heard a few of Ellen's songs when I was working with an opera company, Dell'Arte Opera Ensemble, here in the city. And when I was conceiving this album, I reached out to her because I was moved by her songs so much that I asked her if she had any songs in her repertoire that would sort of fit the emotional journey of this particular album. So she was kind enough to send me several choices, of which I listened to every single one, and it was very, very hard to choose. But I ended up choosing 3 songs which made it to the album that just absolutely perfectly tell the story that I want to tell on this album. So I was thrilled to be able to include them. So 2 of those songs she actually arranged for my musicians by adding bass and drum parts to one and adding a clarinet and a cello part to another, which are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous pieces, which I'm not going to play for you. You're going to just have to get the album and you'll hear them then. But the next song that I'm going to play now is the 3rd song that I have on the album, which was originally written for voice and piano. But when I heard the song, I don't know why I am not an arranger in any shape, way, or form, but I don't know why I heard it and I thought, oh my God, this would be so fabulous for guitar and voice. And so I thought I would love to work with the magnificent guitarist Sean Harkness. And so I called up Sean and I played him Ellen's piece that another singer had recorded for her. And he loved it, which I thought was so freaking cool that he like totally got into this art song, which is not necessarily his circle of influence. And he said he would love to do it. So we started to work on it, and what ended up happening was that Sean interpreted the piece in a very unexpected way and sort of actually made it into more of a jazz waltz, which is absolutely, I mean, it's breathtakingly fabulous. Now, Ellen, I don't know if you've heard this yet. I don't think that you have, because I don't know if you've gotten your CD yet. So, dear God, I hope you like it. And if you don't like it, don't say anything about it on social media. You can just yell at me on the phone. Okay, but I am so thrilled with this particular song. This song is called Sweet Spring Is Your Time. The text is an E. Cummings poem, and the music is by Ellen Mandel, and it is arranged by the incredible Sean Harkness, which I also play with, Sean Murphy on bass and Mike Luno on drums. So please enjoy Sweet Spring Is Your Time.
Sweet spring is your time, is my time, is our time. For springtime is love time, and viva sweet love. All the merry little birds are flying in the floating in the very spirit, singing in and ringing in the blossoming. Lovers go and lovers come, a-wandering, but any two are perfectly alone. There's nobody else alive. Such a sky and such a sun I never knew, and neither did you, and everybody never breathed quite so many kinds of yes. Yes, yes, yes. Not a tree can count his leaves, each herself by opening, but shining by thousands mean only one amazing thing. Secretly adoring, shiny, tiny, winging, nodding, feeding, merry in the blossoming, always joyful selves are singing. Sweet spring is your time, is my time, is our time. For springtime is love time, and viva sweet love. For springtime is love time, and viva sweet love, viva sweet love, viva sweet love, sweet love, sweet love, sweet love.
Ellen, you like it. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you like it. I love it. I love it. I think that it is absolutely fantastic, and that it's just I think that your magnificence is perfectly represented, and Sean's magnificence is also perfectly represented. So I'm so glad you like it. That's great. So I want to take just a slight little detour here. I want to tell you that this is actually, Heart Songs is actually my second album, if you can believe it. I actually recorded my first album that was released in 2014 under the Naxos American Classics label. It's called Connections, the song cycles of Jake Heggie, 3 song cycles of Jake Heggie, and I collaborated with my longtime pianist, Kathleen Tagg, incredible South African pianist that I just adore. We got our doctorates together at Manhattan School of Music, and this was an incredible experience making this CD. And one of my favorite songs, oh, you can get this CD on my website if you want too. Of course, it's also streaming everywhere, and it's on iTunes and all of that as well. But one of my favorite songs from that album, which Kathy and I performed many, 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 many times, is a song, again, obviously by Jake Heggie, called Animal Passion. And this song is from his song cycle, Natural Selection. And it's a fabulous, completely over-the-top song, which actually one of my students who heard me perform it several times said that it was actually my signature song. So when you listen to it, perhaps you'll wonder why, but I'll let you come to that conclusion. So when I was conceiving heart songs, I knew that I wanted to incorporate Animal Passion in some way. But before I let you hear how Animal Passion evolved, what I want to do is I actually want to play you the original from this CD so you can just get a little context. So this is Animal Passion from the song cycle Natural Selection by Jake Heggie, and with lyrics by Jeannie Savage. So enjoy.
Speeds of 60 miles per hour. I want a lover to sweep me off my feet and slide me into the gutter without the niceties of small talk, roses, or champagne. To spring off the walls when we enter hotel rooms or afternoon apartments. I won't pussyfoot around responsibility. Shoulds and oughts are out for good. To be a fat domestic cat. I want to be frantic, using grooves to sound like the lion house at feeding time. I don't give a damn who hears. I don't give a damn. Oh, discreet eavesdroppers' coughs can start us in our frenzy. Let the wires
So I have to tell you a story. I actually sang that in a recital many years ago. And my grandmother was actually in the recital. And it occurred to me just before Kathy started to play this song that I'm going to sing this song all about having an illicit affair and having lots of sex like cats in front of my grandmother. And so I asked my dad after the performance, I said to him, so what did Grandma think about that Animal Passion song? And he said, oh, she liked it. She said it was a nice song about cats. Okay, so it was a nice song about cats. That's all you need to know, Grandma. Fantastic. So anyway, my idea for incorporating Animal Passion into heart songs was that I wanted to do a medley with a beautiful jazz ballad called Wild as the Wind. Okay, it's a very fabulous jazz standard that is so gorgeous and sexy, and Shirley Horn is my favorite singer of this song. I thought that it could really represent sort of the sexy vibe of the story at this particular place in the album. So what I was thinking was that maybe again, I'm not an arranger, so I have no idea. I had no idea how these two pieces of music would go together. But I thought, well, maybe we could slow down Animal Passion and sort of weave in Wild as the Wind and whatever. So I took this idea to a very well-known cabaret arranger who is incredibly talented and wonderful, and I knew that he was the guy to do it. And I played him Animal Passion. Of course, he already knew Wild as the Wind. And after he heard Animal Passion, he said, I can't put them together. I don't see how they would go together. Animal Passion is already sort of a perfect and complete piece of music. And it's an art song on a higher pedestal. And I don't see how you could actually combine it with Wild as the Wind. So of course that sort of took the wind out of my sails, and I thought, oh my God, can it not be done? Is there no way? But I then contacted an old friend of mine. His name is Jim Lau. He is a Grammy-nominated conductor and pianist. I've actually known him since I was in the 8th grade. We were piano students together. And he does a lot of crossover work with opera and with musical theater. And so I asked him if he could put these two pieces together. And he said that he was super excited to take on the project. And then he came to me and he sat here in this chair and started playing this idea for how he would combine these pieces. And it is literally the most sublime arrangement that I have ever sung. So I am thrilled to share this with you. This is Wild as the Wind and Animal Passion, arranged by Jim Lau, and I have also Sean Murphy on bass, Mike Luno on drums and percussion, and also the very talented Justin Vance on tenor saxophone. So please enjoy this sublime piece.
Love me, say you do. Let me fly away with you, for my love the wind. top speeds of 60 miles per hour. I want a lover to sweep me off my feet and slide me into the gutter without the niceties of small talk, roses, or champagne. I mean business. I want whiskey. I want to be swallowed whole. I want tiles to spring off the walls when we enter hotel rooms or afternoon apartments. I want pussyfoot around responsibility. Shoulds and oughts are out for good. Like a leaf clings to a tree. Oh, my darling, cling to me, for we're creatures of the wind, and yes, wild is the wind.
So freaking sexy, man. I just still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. It's just one of my favorite arrangements ever. It's just absolutely incredible. And the other little thing, a little secret, is that all of those oohs and those little melismas that I did at the end of that song is also a nod to another song that I performed on the Heggie CD. So if you get the Heggie CD, then you'll be able to figure out what that nod is. So I'm going to play you one more song from the album, which I'm really excited about before I go. But before I do, I just want to mention the 7 absolutely incredible musicians that I had the privilege to play with. Jonathan K. Parks, my cabaret director, he played for many of the tracks on the album and did several of the arrangements on the album as well. Jim Lau, you heard his arrangement and him playing piano on that last track. He also did another arrangement, which is the last track of the album, which is absolutely stunning. Sean Harkness, the incomparable guitarist that I feel so absolutely privileged to have sung with. And he did 2 tracks on the album. Sean Murphy, my wonderful bassist, and Mike Luno, my drummer. He played drum set and percussion. I was privileged enough to play with them on my cabaret show in New York. And Justin Vance played clarinet and tenor sax on a few of the tracks. And Jeanette Stenson, who you didn't hear tonight, but she is a beautiful cellist and contributed to several tracks on the album as well. I am just so over the moon that I got to create music with these incredible musicians. And, you know, creating this album together was a balm for our collective souls because, you know, we created this just as we were emerging out into the world again after the incredible darkness of the pandemic. So I am so thankful to them. I'm also thankful to a dear friend of mine, John Gabriel, who did an arrangement on the album of It Never Entered My Mind, and also Blake Allen, who did an arrangement of a Maury Yeston piece, When Your Love Is New, which is also just incredible. So I feel so lucky to have worked with these people and actually have proof that I worked with these people that I get to listen to on a regular basis anytime that my heart gets sad. This makes me happy. I wanted to ask you a little favor. So the album is available anywhere you buy music, anywhere you stream music. Amazon, iTunes, it is on iTunes, but I think that there has been a little glitch with the delivery to iTunes, so you might not see it on iTunes yet, but it should be there within a couple of days. But it is already on Amazon and other places that you buy physical CDs. And it's streaming on all the major streaming services, Spotify and Pandora and all these others that I've never heard of, but there I am, I'm on them. So what I would love it if you could do for me is if you could go on these platforms, Amazon right now, and then iTunes maybe later on, and write a review. I would really, really appreciate it because then it just sort of helps bump the album up the charts a little bit, and so it will get noticed more. So if you could go on there and write a review, that would be super, super fantastic. I would be so appreciative. And if you want an autographed copy of the album, you can certainly purchase it from my website, which is reginazona.com/discography. And I will be more than happy to send you as many copies as you want with my little signature on it and a special little note. So I'm super excited about that. Also, one little announcement is that I am going to be doing my 2nd annual Christmas birthday live stream coming up in December, on December 11th, Saturday, December 11th. So mark your calendars and make sure you're there. Last year was the first year that I did it, and it was super fun. And we sang lots of Christmas carols. I had some special guests that sang. I had a Christmas cocktail curated by the fabulous Sean Patrick Murtaugh, who I'm hoping will curate me another fabulous drink that I can share with all of you. And then we do some caroling. So I hope that you will join me for that. But the last song that I want to leave you on your way with is this super fun jazz tune. And I am proud and somewhat amazed that this song features me singing the lowest note I have ever sung in public. I kid you not, the note that I sing in this song is more than 3 octaves lower than the notes that I used to sing when I was an opera singer. So enjoy that. But I just want to thank you so very much for joining me today and for your support of me and the album and everything. And I wish you all the love in this holiday season. And if you need to get a Christmas gift, this is a great one to get. All right, so I leave you with this great Harold Arlen tune, and it is Down with Love.
Down with love, the flowers, the rice, the shoes. Down with love, the root of all midnight blues. Down with things that give you that well-known pain. Take that moon and wrap it in cellophane. Down with love, let's liquidate all its friends. Moon and June and roses and rainbows ends. Down with songs that moan about night and day. Down with love, let's take it away, away. Take it away, take it away. Give it back to the birds and the bees and the Viennese. Down with eyes romantic and stupid. Down with sighs, down with Cupid. Brother, let's stuff that dove. Down with love. No flowers, no rice, no shoes. Bye-bye blues. Don't want no pain. Take that moon and wrap it in cellophane. Take it away, oh please, take it away. Give it back to the birds and the bees and the Viennese. Down with love, let's liquidate all its friends. Moon and June and roses and rainbows and down with songs that moan about night and day. Down with eyes romantic and stupid. Down with sighs, down with Cupid. Brother, let's stuff that dove. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down.